dropping that knowledge on you.
I could not make this shit up.
With Kev Nash.
Oh, Hercules.
DJ Killer Kev.
Let me tell you, boys, you can't make that shit up.
The inside. Real deal, straight up.
Are you crazy?
Hottest stories from the world of hip-hop.
This is Ludacris.
It's the big boss, Rick Ross.
What up, it's your boy Young Jeezy. This is 50 Cent.
Sports.
I'll tell you.
And what's popping in the DYT.
I couldn't make this shit up. I couldn't make this shit up if I tried. I'm sad that I lack the talent to make this shit up.
Here's Kev Nash, DJ Killer Kev, and A-Izzle.
You Can't Make This Up podcast, Kev Nash.
DJ Killer Kev.
Hey, Dizzle.
Episode
356.
We in this thing. You know, we got a lot to get into this week, man. We got a lot of big stories. We got a lot going on in sports. We got stuff going on in TV. We got a ton to get into. But first, we always got to check in with the squad. Fellas, how was the week?
Busy. I've been outside. Golf league is wrapping up, so that's an outside event. I did a community event last week in Westwood Shopping Center. I did a community event in Trotwood, and I did a community event this past, what day was it? What is today? Sunday? When was that?
Really outside.
Was that yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday.
Yes. I did a little Hart daycare. Man, these outside events is tearing me up, bro. I've been getting I'm sure y'all know this, so I'm the only one, and I've been hearing this, but the bees have been outside this
Bruh, what?
Every event I've had has been outside, and I've been in the middle of parking lots where there's nothing, like there ain't no trash. It wasn't like it was, stuff for them to be around. Bees everywhere. The spot I'm in the middle of Hillcrest yesterday. Literally in the middle of the street. Bees everywhere. I bought some off. I'm spraying off every 30 minutes. Man, all that to say, my allergies is on 12. So super busy with events. Been getting ready to move. So packing. Just a lot of stuff going on. So it's been a lot. Been a busy week. Edible. Kids back to school. So yeah, man. All I can say is I've had a busy week and my allergies is on 12. That's all I got.
So how was your golf league? I'm curious to see like the progression. Was you killing shit?
So golf league throughout the year has been steady, but not progressively getting better. I've just been right around the same. I would say I've been shooting between 44 and 49 for 9 holes, which is the hump I'm trying to get over. I've been trying to be a golfer that can break 80, which is shooting 40 and 40 for each 9. So last week I did shoot a 44. I had a pretty good solid week. I've been hitting really good shots and just messing up one shot each hole. But I would say being in a golf league and this being my 3rd year, I can see the progression in my golf game enough to where I'm ready to invest into some lessons again and take that next step just because I'm doing it. I love it. It gets me active. And we only have a short window on how to be outside. So I might as well take advantage of these years that I got left and these months that we only get 6 of, probably in Ohio, 6 or 7 good months of outside. So I'm just trying to stay with it. So I have seen the progression, but not on my own. I need some lessons.
Well, shit, Kev, how was your week?
Hectic. And just like Killer, I was outside, man. Friday, we took the sports show on the road. We did it live from Frickers, but we set up on a patio. And if y'all don't know, man, it was 96 degrees on Friday. It was on that patio, and we got attacked by bees during the show. It was crazy out there, man, but it was still a good time, man. We packed the entire patio. People came out, so they definitely going to have us back for more road shows outside of just what we do on Sundays. So that's pretty dope for us. And then on Friday night, got to go see Mike Epps at the Dayton Funny Bone. Ran into Dizzle up there on date night. Nice. So that was pretty dope. Mike
I saw the Casamigos at the charcuterie board jumping off. Terramana. I saw the post.
Yeah, man. Date night was a vibe.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. And then yesterday got to kick it with my brother Boo Man, aka RDP and his wife. My wife and
Who
his
rapping?
wife, yeah.
I think about
My
it.
wife and his wife, they're getting into juicing. So my wife got like this big boy juicer, and she was gone for hours yesterday. You know, going to farmers markets, going to grocery stores, just getting all these fruits and vegetables. And she came home, was like, "We're about to go over to Powers' house to juice." I was like, "We?" And so we did, and they were juicing for hours. Thank goodness we had some college football to watch. So she's starting that adventure today. So pray for her, and also pray for me because she got the house on February. As y'all can see,
Nigga got a Christmas blanket on.
Yeah, man. Nah, the setup is like right by the vent, and it is just blowing all types of.
Going James Brown walk you off after the pod.
Blowing all types of Arctic air, man. But other than that, man, been chilling, man. Been chilling.
Yeah, I ain't had too much going on. Nigga had to go back to work. Was not looking forward to it. I know, man. So I did a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday last week, and I got to do a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday this week. And they've been putting me to work. Like, even though I don't got a team, they've made sure I've got enough on my plate to keep me busy. So shit, just been tired, trying to sleep when I can. We still trying to figure out this routine because now that the baby's like about to be 9 weeks. No, it's not 9 weeks. I'm tripping. It's like 7 weeks old. Baby 7 weeks old. So he's more active than what he was a month ago. Wide awake and still waking up every few hours. So just trying to sleep whenever I can. But shit, ain't been much going on. Wrapping up some of these DJ gigs. I feel like this year I've had a ton of gigs that haven't been weddings. Like weddings is my usual. Just the other day I had a realtor event. We was outside. Like you said, bees everywhere. I don't know what's going on or if it's something's in the air right now. But yeah, it's been crazy. Date night over the weekend. And if y'all need some date night tips, holla at your boy because I feel like I got
I'm
the
always
game
open.
down packed. I got the game down packed, man. So I feel like with date night, you gotta start early. You know what I'm saying? You gotta set the vibe for date night. Date night don't start at 7 p.m. when you picking her up or when y'all leave the crib. Date night starts that morning. You know what I'm saying? So surprise a wife with a nice little charcuterie and some champagne to start the morning off. You know what I'm saying? Had to make sure
That's easy to say when only everything in your house doesn't talk yet. Everything in your house, you got dogs and a child, and none of them talk. When you got a 15, a 14, and a 7-year-old, and you trying to get the morning popping, hey dad, hey mom, hey
you
dad.
Gotta let them know it's date night. It's date day. So they old enough to know what's today's the day. We need y'all to cooperate.
Right.
Good luck. If you gotta bribe them, you gotta bribe them.
Yeah, that's candy and ice cream Thursday night, huh?
Yeah. But
I'm just seeing you doing your thing.
For sure. But Mike Epps was cool. Mike Epps was pretty funny. He he usually don't come to Dayton, so I figure he said he was testing out new material. Dayton is one of those spots like, yeah, we got people out here, people come here, but not too often unless it's something specific. But not a good show. The way he was clowning on folks at the end of the show, bro, that was the funniest part to me.
Absolutely. That guy was sitting right where we were sitting. And he's like, how much for a hand freak? It's like, sound like you need to put your teeth back in your mouth. Man, he had a nice side hustle too, man. $100 for a pick.
Bruh, did you see the line?
Crazy.
Man, I started doing the math. That's when you know a nigga old when you start adding up shit like, damn, that's at least $3,000 just for a quick picture.
Yeah, man.
To do that, all the other shows as well.
Yeah, they had obviously the 2 shows on Friday, but they added an additional 4:00 show on Saturday. So we had 3 shows on Saturday, and I'm sure people was taking pictures there too. So like, yeah, he definitely made a killing. It's like we take cash and cash out.
I've been seeing a lot of that I'll just say post pandemic, or even Tone. Like Tone does a lot of merch at his shows now, and if the shows are usually fire, and just a pat on his back is a good comedian. But like when that energy is up from the picking in the room and so done made the energy right, I watched him go out there and run through some merch at $20, $30, $40 sweaters. I mean, he's flying through this stuff, and it's like we sold out, and it's like, well, like Dizzle, do the math. That was a stack of t-shirts, a stack of hoodies on the table. So
yeah, definitely
get that side hustle up.
Yeah, I mean, even to that point, like, it's a picture though. Like he doesn't have any money invested in merch. You know what I'm saying? You gotta buy merch, print merch. You know what I'm saying? Hey, just stand there on the stage, snap, keep moving. Next, snap, smile. Just man, what a hustle.
This ain't the Chris Brown meet and greet where they draping over him. They doing the old school prom picture. Nah, he's standing there with a peace sign. All right, next. $100 next.
Yeah, at least you could have offered like hey, yeah, I'm gonna repost you on Instagram on my story or something. Like
I would have just walked to the front of the steps and just did one of these bad boys and just ran about it. Right.
Absolutely, man. Shouts out to Mike Epps. Good show up here at the Dayton Funny. Actually, speaking of Dayton Funny Bone, you know, they got a lot of good acts coming very soon. I know Faison Love's gonna be up there. Tone's coming back. Who's gonna else be there? Some more is coming to town. Yeah, they're definitely stepping it up. And I'm trying to think, maybe it's because of the writer's strike. Like some of these actors / comedians, like, hey man, they're not getting those checks from the TV networks or wherever they're working. They got to get out here on the road, and you know, being an actor comedian, you can do that as opposed to simply just being an actor. So come on to town, date night. Before we get to the biggest stories, man, I did want to ask you this because Dizzle and I kind of talked about this at the show. I am spoiled, like spoiled to the maximum. Like I don't pay for, you know, concerts. I don't pay to get in the clubs. When I do go to the club, I don't pay for these comedy shows. How spoiled are y'all from y'all jobs? Because, you know, y'all DJ, you know what I'm saying? Y'all get around town, y'all know it around the city. Like how spoiled are y'all with y'all celebrity, so to speak?
So I definitely take advantage of it, both work and DJ. Being the manager of Edible Arrangements, you know what I'm saying? I can make plays with the stuff that, you know, a person got an unsuccessful and we tried again the next day. It was unsuccessful. There's some cheesecakes that last 3 to 4. So it's like, this will talk about being date night, keeping things spicy. Let me just pull up to the wife at work and drop off this cheesecake platter and be like, here you go, babe. For you and your you know what I'm saying? Make you look good at work. So I get to do some stuff like that. And then with the DJ stuff, I'm like, Kev, man, the last time I remember one of my wife's friends had a party bus and we pulled up to, I'll just say a club in Dayton. I don't even want to put them on blast. It ain't that serious. But pulled up to
open.
Huh?
Are they still open?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Pull up to a spot in Dayton, and they was trying to charge $20 to get into this spot, and I'm like, I'll go back on the party bus and have a drink and wait for y'all to get done. Like I can have the music just as loud. It's my playlist, so I'm having
so you know it's fire,
right? So it's like I'm not doing it, and it's like I have a plug that takes care of me on the concert tips. So it's like the last thing I bought was Usher tickets, and before that was in my 20s, you know. So for real, so I'm blessed and I appreciative. I say thank you every time. I don't take it for granted, but it's hard for me to fork out that when this is my occupation and what I do. So it's hard for me to be like, I guess I get taken care of so well. I'm not paying.
I don't get no juice. I don't get no juice. I think the most juice I had was when I was working at the radio station, getting free what's that? Crispy crunchy chicken. That was about it. That's
free.
As far as it go.
Yeah.
Hey.
They used to bless us. Yep.
We used to be across the street and we wasn't free when we was in that little plaza by right on the corner right there.
About Stroop.
Yeah. Where Gio Nino's Pizza is. That used to be our old store. So we used to go there for lunch all the time, and free. I'm a little shit.
Yeah.
That's a blessing.
Yeah. Other than the
Yeah.
free food and drinks at the event, like if I'm doing a wedding, typically if it's free or the drinks are free, I'm definitely cashing in on that. But damn, that's where it is. And then of course we get blessed by, the plug sometimes. So
Shouts out
that
to the plug. We all need a plug. We all need a plug. We all need a plug. All right, man. Biggest stories of the week. Unfortunately, we got to start with some sad news, man. Had a fatal bus crash up there in Clark County on Tuesday on the first day of school, man. So definitely want to send thoughts and prayers to everybody affected by that situation.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware how close that was. I was thinking it was Columbus-ish, but it sounded like it was the west side of Springfield going towards Columbus. So super sad. I remember hearing a number like 50 kids on the bus. Like, what? But you think back, it's 20, 30 rows on the bus. It's 50 kids on the bus. You know what I'm saying? So full bus, first day of school, and they got to witness, a tragedy. They had 20 plus people injured, went to the hospital. That's just super sad. 11-year-old kid. Tough.
Yeah.
I remember my heart was broken for them because there's no way you even as a community, has an area, you deal with that. We all gonna feel that because that's just 11-year-olds going to school shouldn't have to die because of a bus accident. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, terrible. Rest in peace and blessings to that and everyone involved.
Absolutely. Yeah. And then on Tuesday, former President Donald Trump turned himself in to Georgia authorities in his RICO case. Then the mug shots came out of him and 18 others. And then that's when the joke started because apparently Donald Trump is 6'3" and 215 pounds.
He Lamar Jackson out here, baby.
That's Derrick Henry, nigga. That's Derrick Henry. Good grief. Have you seen his son? That nigga tall as hell. That nigga look like he walking in stilts. I did not know the nigga was built like that. That nigga thick. Hell nah. I had no idea. That
mofo is not no 215.
Hell
like
no.
315. He
Right.
D tackle, not a quarterback.
It's so crazy how he just everything matters and everything's gonna be something and everything like this gonna be merch. It's gonna be sold on the trail. He already said I ain't doing no debates. Like he out here just reality TV again, man. So hey, that's the world he comes from. Let us not forget.
Absolutely, man. This whole situation is just bad for business. This is, to be honest, it's embarrassing, you know what I'm saying, for our country that like this has become our presidential situation. Like, you had the Republican debates going on and everything like that. People just screaming at each other. It's like not even the debate. It's not people actually talking about the issues. It's just people screaming at each other, man. So it's basically just like freaking ESPN First Take.
Yeah. It's crazy how that has changed. Like they was mad we had a black person in there because it's been downhill ever since, ain't
it? Definitely. And probably the funniest thing that happened this week, Kevin Hart got himself hurt racing former NFL player Stephen Ridley in a 40-yard dash. He is now in a wheelchair because he tore a core muscle. Now, Dizzle,
his abdominal wall.
Ooh. I think it's safe to say you're the most in shape out of all three of us. What's the latest injury you've had?
My big toe, which is still healing. That shit's still tender. Yeah, it's still tender right now. But I'll be asking folks when the last time you ran at full speed, because that shit matters. Like there's certain gears that you're not used to and your body ain't reached in years. So Kevin Hart, he's an in shape dude. I'm certain he got personal trainers, work out probably more than all of us here put together.
Like big balls.
But running full speed is a little different.
So I've been testing the waters with that, I would say, over the last maybe 3 to 6 months. When where I park at in my complex, there's maybe a 50-yard, around the sidewalk kind of to our door. So me and the 7-year-old, so we hit that corner and we crossed the street and we got a straight sidewalk to go. She takes off. So I let her get a little head start and I might jog at about 20%. and then I'll sprint for like 15 yards, and it's like, whoa, all right. And I test the waters out, see what I can do, and I've been increasing that, and I really do want to like not just wake up one day and go sprint, but like I want to work my way up to seeing. But after watching that video, he made the best point that I could make possible. What is the point of trying to be the fastest nigga at the barbecue?
Ego.
There's no reason. So it's like I'll just stick to my jogs and my little 7-year-old races around the sidewalk, and it's like pray I'll never have to go on a 200-yard sprint for my life. You know what I'm saying? So
ego and alcohol. That's what it is, man. Cats start talking trash.
Yeah.
You know,
I used to do this.
Hart. Yeah, like man, I played basketball in high school. And he played in the NFL. Like, man, you ain't that fast. I'm faster than you. I was fast in my neighborhood. And you end up not only losing the race, not once but twice, but then tearing your wall and your inside, and you're in a wheelchair. You're like in a wheelchair, dude. That's crazy.
I'm about to look up Steven Ridley because the race was kind of close. If I'm not mistaken, is he not an actual running back? What did he retire?
He's been retired for like 2 or 3 years now.
Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
Got you. Okay.
He lost for no reason after Kevin Hart being Kevin Hart. And then I saw like his daughter is like off to college this week, and like he doing all this shit in a wheelchair, bro. Like for what? Yeah. I know he's sitting there like, what the hell? But y'all know my story I learned my shit pre-pandemic, 2018, 2019, 2020. I had 3 straight years of calf strains. I play golf, period. I don't do nothing else because I've learned my lesson. I can't even rebound and throw passes without getting a calf strain. So I'm through.
Yeah, man, I get that itch to, get active and maybe play some flag football or, play basketball. It's shit like this that reminds me, no, you're not. Because shouts out to my brother RDP, boo that man. He tore his Achilles. Shouts out to my man Kelly. He also tore his Achilles. And we all roughly around the same age. So I know that, hey, man, this can happen. And especially when you over 40, it probably will happen. And I'm trying to avoid it at all costs. So I'll stick to my morning walks. I'll stick to riding my bike. I will not be running. I doubt that I'll be jogging, to be perfectly honest.
Yes. I can't do it no more.
Yeah, man. All right, man. What's popping in sports, Dizzle? What's popping?
We talked about this a little bit. James Harden actually getting fined $100,000 for his comments about Daryl Morey, calling him a liar. So I'm thinking, like, what rule did he break? Is this considered like tampering? I'd be looking at shit and they'd be like making up rules on the fly. So they find him
conduct detrimental to the team.
Oh, okay. They just be making up shit, man.
And that's the hell of when they came up with that statement. You works for everything.
It's a blanket statement.
Yeah.
Y'all being parents, y'all know this. It's basically the equivalent of your mom saying, "Because I said so."
Yeah. Exactly.
So I want to think, like, where are we going from here? Is this only the beginning of James Harden kind of breaking down the Sixers? Because I know he's not about to just take it from this and show up to training camp and all is all good and dandy. Like, this is just the beginning in my eyes. What do y'all think?
I think he's going to make it super hard for them. I think he's going to show up at training camp. You want to make them as uncomfortable as possible to get your way. So to do that, you show up at training camp and every camera, every reporter is going to be asking you a question and he's going to be bashing Daryl Morey and the organization. I mean, he'll just have to eat the fines, or he'll show up and, say those same things, but without, he's a liar and things like that. Well, I'm here. They want to trade me. I think that's what he's going to do. He's going to put all the pressure on the organization. He's going to make it super uncomfortable that they're basically going to have to tell him to go home. And then that's when he'll get traded.
So I agree, but this made me think about all these sports docs I've been watching over the years and hearing just different people's stories. And one thing that I've learned is there's companies out there that will, hey, you invest in our, drink, our T-shirt, our hat, our whatever. We'll pay those fines as they come. So it's people, it's investment groups and things. So I feel like he won, commercial, one investment, one whatever, from being able to not care what he say and move how he want to move. And like Kev say, I think he still shows up, but I think he still is aggressively going to be James Harden and do what he do. And
Fat suit.
I don't think it works to the retirement run rotation, but I feel like we're kind of seeing this. This is the beginning, but I think it's going to be a quick heel. I think he's going to be downhill very fast.
Who getting traded first, him or Dame? Because both franchises looking like they trying to hold steady and not give up either one of them.
Yeah, it's crazy because you got two sides of the coin here. You got James Harden out here bashing the organization. In the recent interview Dame had, he's like, I just don't want to speak on that. And he asked him another question. I just don't want to speak on that. I just don't want to speak on that. Shouts out to all the fans in Portland. Like, so you got basically two dudes
bogus interview.
Yeah, you shouldn't have done it. He trying to save face, basically, show love to the fans, but like, hey man, I'm pissed off at the organization for not trading me. Like, y'all basically done the same thing that James Harden, like, y'all gone back on y'all word about what y'all said y'all was gonna do with the team, and now I won out, and now you want to trade me after all these years of, me being loyal to the team and everything like that. With that being said, I think that ultimately both guys get traded. I think James Harden gets traded first because he's going to make it more uncomfortable. I think that Dame gets traded like in February, but I think James Harden gets traded like before December.
Yeah, I want to say Harden gets traded first because unfortunately for Dame, he done been in about 19 almost trades that never in his career. So it's like, I just feel like Portland is going to hold on to Dame as long as possible. So
Dame gonna have to quit playing nice. Take a couple tips from James Harden. James Harden has been able to force a trade the last couple of years. Dame is playing too nice. Don't do an interview, nigga. What else is we gonna ask you? You ain't got nothing going on right now, so we're gonna ask you these Portland Trailblazer questions. You're here for that reason.
Yeah, with all due respect, we're not checking for the new mixtape. We're checking for where you playing basketball, sir.
Exactly.
What else popping in sports? Dizzle, what's going on with Skip Bayless?
Shit, man. Show is scheduled to start back up tomorrow. They haven't really been on the air since Shannon Sharp left. Undisputed got a full new cast. Richard Sherman, basically the football niggas from ESPN. They basically just came right over. They came over to Fox. So Richard Sherman, Michael Irvin, and Keyshawn Johnson. I think they were all on ESPN, if I'm not mistaken.
Michael Irvin and Keyshawn were. Richard Sherman, I think he just only worked for Amazon doing like Thursday Night Football and the NFL Network. But I mean, like, they basically, quote unquote, allowing him to double dip, which is dope for him. I mean, you're able to, get a check from Fox Sports, then get another check from the NFL Network, get another check from Amazon. It's checks on checks on checks.
You're one from the league still.
Yeah. Get that pension. Checks on checks on checks. I mean, he did go to Stanford. He ain't stupid.
Yeah.
Get that money, bro. But I think this is cool. You know what I'm saying? Basically what ESPN is doing with First Take and what they're doing with Undisputed. They're basically having, and maybe we're gonna have the football guys during the football season. We're gonna have the NBA guys during the NBA season. Then we're gonna have like a medley of people during the off season, everything like that. So, the star is basically Skip or Stephen A, and they going head to head. So I'm sure we'll get some good memes out of this during the first week. I'm sure we're gonna get some fireworks from Richard Sherman and Skip Bayless for sure.
For sure.
I think I saw something. They said Lil Wayne was actually joining them too. He'll have a weekly segment. I know him and Skip got a good relationship. You not with the shits? Lil Wayne knows football. He Green Bay Packers fan, super Kobe fan. I think he knows enough.
Shouts out to Wayne. Congratulations. Shouts out to Wayne. No, I'm just jealous. Let's be honest. I'm just jealous. I'm hating. Like I want that spot. I want that Friday spot. Shit, hit me up.
Right.
Y'all gonna be tuned in? I know this is a big change. Shannon was pretty much a staple there. You know, I wasn't watching for a skit. So y'all gonna be tuned in?
No. I really don't watch those. I really don't really watch the debate shows. Just for me personally, like since I do a lot of this at work, like I don't want their takes to invade my thought process. So I really don't watch them like that. I'll catch like the highlights of what they're talking about on social media and stuff like that. But I will watch more like the get ups and more informational shows as opposed to like the back and forth debate shows.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'll catch the Twitter highlights, and that's about it. I don't have the time to consume that no more. It's when I was sitting around in my 20s in the morning until 11. Now it's like I'm in the day by 9 a.m. and time they get to that shit, I'm already been frustrated 4 times, and I don't want to hear them arguing.
Yeah. Well, Vanessa Bryant came out. Kobe Bryant's wife came out and said that they're going to give Kobe a statue outside of the Crypto Center. Coming out February the 8th of this upcoming year. What are y'all thoughts? Do Kobe deserve a statue outside of crypto?
Absolutely, 1,000,000%.
Hell yeah.
So they already got statues out there.
They got Shaq, Magic, Kareem. Yeah.
Okay. What's the silhouette about to be? What's his signature move? We all knew Shaq got the little dunking with his legs up. What's the Kobe move they going? Waving.
Not one hand, one when he
Mamba out
when he scored 81 and he walked off and he had his like he always has that send off when he's walking off of like number 1 or whatever. So I feel like they're gonna have him standing tall with the arm up on the number 1.
That's a good one because I immediately thought they was gonna do the fadeaway. I thought he was gonna do the fadeaway, but like I like that the one. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm just mad that it's gonna be at crypto as opposed to Staples.
Right.
So who else y'all think getting a statue before it's all said and done? Active players right now. We know LeBron. That's an easy one. Anybody else?
Bron getting 2 statues. He's gonna get one in Cleveland. He's gonna get one in Miami for sure. And knowing the Los Angeles Lakers, because they like to take claim of everything, they'll probably give him one too. Like, well, he's a Laker too. That's what the Lakers do. But he's definitely getting 2. Definitely getting 2 statues and 3 jersey retirement ceremonies. I know that for sure.
I'm about to say anybody else? Like Steph, maybe.
Steph for sure. And you know what? I think that these guys getting statues and getting honored in that way, hopefully it'll bring back, quote unquote, some sense of loyalty to the team. Because let's be real, man, KD not getting one. He's not getting one at OKC.
No, man.
Like you left. You've been on too many teams. Like maybe Chris Paul will get one at the NBA office, at the Player Association office. But I mean, at this rate, CP3 has played for 1 billion teams as well. You know what I'm saying? No fault of his own. But he's definitely bounced around. Like when you think of Chris Paul, like you probably think of the Clippers, but I mean he's also played for the Hornets. He's played for the Pelicans. He played for the Rockets. He's now about to play for the Warriors. Like you don't associate him with one team. Dudes that get statues, you associate them with one team.
Play for the Suns. We forgot about that one.
Oh yeah. I mean, helped them get to the finals. Yeah, forgot about that. And I mean, shoot,
Thunder.
About, like,
shit.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, shooting. You obviously would say Giannis, but he's already talking like I'm not signing no contract extension until I know that we here to contend for championships. So sound like he got one foot out the door already too. So he probably
they've been number 1. They've been a number 1, number 2 seat. They ain't contending. Y'all gotta finish. That's on them to finish.
It's on you as a player to shoot above
Exactly.
60% from the free throw line.
Exactly. Organization doing their part.
Yeah, what's up with Bronny James, man? We get some good news.
Yeah, he's expected to make a full recovery after suffering cardiac arrest on July 24th, streaming from congenital heart defect. So,
what is that? What does that actually mean?
I don't know the exact, but I just know it's you get born with it and you have some type of defect in your heart that causes either irregular rhythms or just causes during certain, activities, your heart to be irregular, do irregular things. So, but it's something that sounds like through knowing you have it and doing procedures, I'm sure you can get it to where it's manageable. And they say he's going to be able to play basketball again. So that's the best part. So
yeah,
hopefully the story continues and the hype don't go nowhere. And Bronny, continues to do great things because he's on his way.
Definitely. I mean, he had Drake shows, walking Drake out with his pops. Saw him yesterday at the USC football game on the sidelines, living the college life, man. So yeah, man, that's all we want for people, man, to enjoy their lives and make their dreams come true, man.
Facts.
All right, man. So I was asked to give my top 2 songs to be nominated for our top 50. Where are we with the top 50? What's going on?
We're close.
Are we?
We are close. Yeah. So right now we got the poll going up on the Instagram. Make sure you follow the Instagram. You Can Make This Up podcast. In our story right now, we threw up the 2 songs that you nominated, which was Puffy, Mace, Can't Nobody Hold Me, and then what was it? Drake, Back to Back.
Yeah.
And we was just gonna let the people decide, man. We've gotten a lot of feedback, a lot of haters. Some folks was like, okay, the list was cool, but we're gonna let them vote and see if those songs should make the list. So last week, Killer, both of your songs were voted into the list, and so far, Kev, right now, Drake Back to Back is not making a cut.
It's the second best diss record of all time. Back to Back is the second best diss record.
What's the first best?
Ice Cube.
Okay. No Vaseline.
No Vaseline. Yeah, for sure.
So we're gonna see. There's still some time left to vote, so make sure y'all head over to the Instagram page. But yeah, we're gonna see in the next week. I'll throw my 2 songs on there, but I think we got maybe 5 slots left. You already know. I gotta make sure, and as I keep looking at the list, folks are saying that there is 290s. It's 290s based. We don't got a lot of current songs on there, or at least songs of the newer time.
I just put Back to Back, and people don't want it on there.
I feel you. I do feel you on that.
Then we just have Sicko Mode is on the list, right?
It is not. It is not on the list.
Well, make sure you nominate that next week.
We'll find a way to get some newer joints on there. But yeah, we wrapping it up.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Hopefully we can get there. All right, man. So movie talk, TV talk. I just wanted to bring this to the table, man. Disney CEO Bob Iger is pissed off because the writers and the actors won't agree to terms because, they want to produce this content and they know they need the actors to play these roles and everything like that. And then also the CEO of Netflix is hesitant and worried about a new contract from the writers and actors because he's scared that writers and actors from other territories like, China and Australia, they'll want to renegotiate their contracts as well. So basically these billionaire companies, these billionaire CEOs and from these billionaire companies, man, they just want actors and writers to work for free. And it's pissing me off because we're about to start running out of TV to watch. It's about to be fall, and as much football as we all gonna watch, man, we still need things to watch Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday before the football kicks off again, man. So where y'all at with this, man? What are y'all gonna do if there's no new TV shows coming on, man? We just gonna watch some random stuff on Netflix? We gonna rewatch Snowfall? What we gonna do here?
Yeah, it's gonna be a bunch of rewatching because I'm getting the itch to get some Breaking Bad going again. I don't know why. The Wire. I saw the Baltimore Post, and that got me motivated. So
West Baltimore, yo.
yeah. So just little like I do fear that nothing's gonna get resolved because we in a climate right now where conflict is front and center. So the working together and making, giving a little bit of this to get some of that, them days is over. Everybody like, I want what I want and fuck you. So and that's going to be a hard road, and I don't think it's going to be fixed in weeks because, like you said, they would have been wrapping up production and all this stuff to get ready for the fall drops. So even if it do get done, it's going to be next spring, next fall before we get new shows. They're just going to be wrapping up the shit that they were supposed to finish up 2 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, like shows that I watch, like Stranger Things, those kids are now adults already. And I mean, shoot, the black kid, Caleb, like I seen a picture of him. He got a full beard now. Like, yo, what is going on? So like shows like that, even shows like All American and stuff like that, like those storylines, like you really gonna pick up 2 years later in real time from the same spot. Like it just ain't gonna work. So like you said, we always got The Wire, we always got Breaking Bad, we always got Ozark, we always got Snowfall, and ain't no thing to rewatch them. I would gladly rewatch them.
Yeah,
that's where I'm at.
Too. I'm due to watch that again. That was my shit. Jack Bauer.
I just started The Sopranos.
I've never watched Sopranos.
Yeah, it's all right so far. Ain't much happening yet, but I'm gonna just stick it through because ain't nothing else on. I've been trying to watch FIBA. Them games been coming on at 8 a.m. I'm like, fuck.
Nah, I'm good. I ain't watching. Like you said, 7 a.m. basketball. I'm straight. Anthony Edwards went crazy the other night though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, man. So quick hitter, so we slide up out of here. Dizzle, you the gamer on here, man. Xbox is introducing the 8-strike rule to combat toxic gaming.
This is actually happening to some of my friends on PlayStation. Is like, you talking trash to whoever you going up against. They can report you if you say the right thing. Like if you message them, was like, I busted your ass. Like if you have a cuss word in there, they'll reply back like, Merry Christmas, nigga. Enjoy the vacation. And they'll report you, and you won't be able to play online for about a week or two. Wow. So Xbox, and I get it because folks can get crazy online. I've been called multiple types of niggas online. So Xbox is introducing the 8-strike rule, which is a lot of strikes, really. But after 8 times,
I'm on strike 5, bitch. Fuck you.
Right. Yeah. So after 8 strikes, though, you're banned for what is it, a year? Woo. From multiplayer games and from some of the social features like playing online, being able to message folks back and forth. But yeah, I'm shout outs to them because something needed to be in place because it'd be some crazy people online taking it too serious. Yeah. And I'm thinking, okay, at 8 strikes, you get banned for a year, but there are penalties leading up to it. So it's not like nothing happens. And then on the 8th one, you get a year off. So it progressively gets worse. Gotcha. So shout outs to them. Something like that is needed.
Yeah, back in the days when I still used to game or whatever, I would get those messages left and right, be on college football or whatever, be up 21 and then quit halfway through the game and then get a crazy voice message or a crazy message like, fucking nigger, fuck you. Like, wait, huh? Like, wait, it's just a game, bro. And then I would report them and then basically nothing would happen. Like, okay, like, why am I wasting my time? So I just stopped. And then I never. Do you play with the headset on?
I do. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't be talking to the randoms and the strangers. I just mute my microphone. Like I don't be having no conversations with the randoms. I was playing Madden the other day and the dude was talking trash to me, and I just had him on mute and ended up coming back and beating him. And I could have gotten his ass for real, but I let the L speak for itself because I'm not trying to get banned. They will report you real quick.
Yeah. So my question is, how do you say you come back like a victor? Like, man, you down 21, you come back and win, and they just say, I'm gonna report him because he came back and beat me. How do
You
they
got to
track
have proof.
that? Okay.
It's from the times that I've seen it happen to my peoples, they've messaged the trash talk back and forth. It wasn't like over the headset, but I know it, if you throw something in their messages and it's a cuss word or you call them a slur or something, you will not be able to play online for at least a week.
Yeah.
I'm with it. So you PlayStation or Xbox?
PlayStation.
I might be coming back to the world of gaming. I've been thinking.
They finally available. There was a time where the PlayStations you couldn't go into the store and get them, but you can.
I saw one
the
other day. I saw one at Target the other day.
They got a golf game on there. You know, they got like bicycle simulator. You could really get into.
How do I mute this?
It was. It was buy Xbox, PlayStation, or get my brakes fixed. So I decided to get my brakes fixed on my car. I did the responsible thing.
Yeah. Okay. I like hearing the stories though, because I lived it in like real time. I got out of it really even before the internet gaming even popped off. I'm old school, man.
Different world. It's a different world.
Me and my friends used to take literally like I would go to the store and try to get as many quarters as possible. We might have $10 worth of quarters, and we would sit there with piles of quarters, and I might bet 12 this time, or I might bet however many. And I'm taking your quarters all day, and we just talking shit face to face all day. And it was like it was just the energy was there. And I know when I would come home, I would be wanting to do that until the sunset. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I got some homework to do. So it's like I had to get out of that because I would be that way right now. I would come home and have a million tasks to do and be in the fourth quarter and looking at the time like, oh, Kia's bus gets there in 4 minutes. I got to finish this quarter though. Fuck it.
Walk yourself to school.
Right. Exactly. Figure it out, kid.
Oh, man. Absolutely. Shouts out to Rihanna and ASAP Rocky. They reportedly had their second baby boy on August 3rd. And of course, his name starts with the letter R.
Leo gang. Leo gang.
How they had 2 kids and then Krishana and Blueface still pregnant. She been pregnant for how long now?
She's not pregnant, man. That's just a beer belly, bro.
Okay.
It's gotta be, dog. It's gotta
I feel like Rihanna, how she had 2 kids. They still had a 1 kid. Okay.
Crazy, man. This is pretty dope, man. Hollywood Gaming. They're having Cash Explosion, the road show, come to the city, man. We talked about this years and years ago, man. One of my goals in life is to be on a game show. I would prefer Family Feud, but I will settle for Cash Explosion. It's going down Saturday, September 9th. Gates open up at 9 a.m.
Fuck, bro. If you trying to get on that show, you gotta camp out. Me and my mom went to Columbus. It was some sort of convention that they had the Cash Explosion come out there. And that line was so long. I don't think I've seen a line longer. It literally wrapped around the fairgrounds. Everybody's just trying to get access to that game show. So if you're thinking about showing up, you said doors open at 9, nigga, get there at midnight. Like you gotta camp out for real.
Yeah, I remember they came into the show, I believe, at Trotwood years ago. And my mom or somebody I knew was trying to go to it, and the same thing. They pulled up like if the doors open at 9, they pulled up at 7:30, thinking they was going to be early, and the line was already 5 hours long. You know? So it was nuts.
Damn.
And that's an easy game show, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they just giving money away.
Yeah,
let's get it.
Yeah,
I can go ahead and get my PlayStation. Speaking of game shows, man, we got to give an RIP out to Bob Barker from The Price is Right, man. Everybody knows him, the little skinny Mike. You know, days that you took a sick day from school, he was on TV, man. So shouts out to Bob Barker.
Yeah, we learned at a young age what having your pet spayed and neutered meant, because at some point we had to look up what that was, because he would say it every day, and finally took the time to look up what that meant. And okay, gotcha. So, but yeah, legend, icon, Happy Gilmore. You know, that's my
Yeah.
movie. He had him with fight scene, classic. So yeah, just a super legend. That was probably like you, Cash Explosion. It was me. I wanted Bob Barker and Plinko, and you couldn't tell me nothing else. Like that was the dream forever.
Classic.
Yeah.
All right, man. Last one, man. Facebook users have days left to claim their share of $725 million settlement. Anyone who's been on the platform for over 16 years can apply to get their share.
You got to be on the platform for 16 years to get that?
Mm-hmm.
I think I might be that.
I don't know if I am. I'm close, but I don't know if I've been on there for 16 years.
Nah, you're probably right.
It has been 16. I know people that's been on there since you had to have a college email address. So
to sign up. Oh yeah.
The world couldn't get on there unless you was a student. So, but I just Googled. There are 2.5 billion monthly active users on Facebook.
Do the math.
So if y'all want to put in for that 12 cents,
go ahead and get that laundry money.
Yeah,
you can get a half a load washed.
Right.
Well, there it is. Another episode of You Can't Make This Up podcast. Kev Nash,
DJ Killer Kev,
A Dizzle.
We out till next week.
Peace.